Ooh, hello everybody. Happy Frazzled Friday. This is Susie with the Frazzled Flamingo, and I'm really excited today. Let me adjust that just a little. Okay. I'm excited today because I'm going to be sharing with you some things I have been experimenting on, and I think I have gotten them to the point where I think they will work for you as well. A lot of people, they wonder what we can do with bright tones and epoxy free, and how can we do keychains, which I did make this keychain. This is out of an acrylic blank, and I did, someone had asked about glow in the dark, if anyone had put glow in the dark with bright tones, and I did. In here, you can barely see it, but there are little dots, and those are all glow in the dark, and when it is dark, they shine the green. And so you can do that. You can. You just need to thicken it up, make the powder have more powder than the BT, and that way you can make dots, and you let that harden, and then you can go ahead and put another coat of BT on the top. So it's really cool, and you can do that on your keychains. So we can make keychains with acrylic blanks for sure. Another thing you can do that I have been experimenting on is those bezel pendants or charms, whichever you want to call them. And this here is, I don't know how I can hold this. This here is nothing but BT and glitter. This is a glitter called My Precious. It's a holographic chunky gold that we have on our website, and it's called My Precious. If you wanted to know, you can go right on our website and get it. But anyway, all I did was I took this this bezel, and I put that adhesive tape that you get with them. We do sell these kits also on our website. You put the adhesive tape, and I mixed glitter with BT, and I filled it in and made sure it was all along the edges, and it was as smooth as I could get it, and just kind of jiggled to level it out and kind of pop any bubbles I might have seen. I didn't really see that many. And I let it sit for 2 days. And then once I felt it was cured enough, I removed the back off in it, pulled the back off, and then I just added a couple more layers of thin BT, let it set. I still want to put a decal on there and then do a couple more, but it's very lightweight. It's stuck on there. It's not coming off unless I really want to rip it off, but it'll stay. So I think that will work if you want to do bezels and charms. You just got to be patient, and it'll take you, you know, letting it sit for a couple days, and then just adding little layers like you normally would for your tumblers. Also, a lot of people have been asking about molds. Can we do molds with bright tones? Which we know right now we cannot do that. And I know that David and Dorinda are working on experimenting with products that maybe we can do that. But in the meantime, I found a product that I can use to create and make molds. In my group, I will be doing little button giveaways for those who have been more helpful, those who have been more creative for the month, stuff like that. I think that the epoxy-free people have kind of been snubbed in a lot of these groups, and so in my group at the Frazzled Flamingo Tumblers Tumbling and Crafting, I will be doing these buttons, and these buttons are 100% epoxy-free. They are resin-free, and I have made them to give out. They're beautiful. I also have a nice, beautiful heart one. This is all epoxy-free and all done in a mold. And here's another one. Okay, this was the first thing I did to see if I could do it, and I just made it out of a square mold, just trying to experiment with it. So now I'm gonna then the next thing I did is I went into the little pink molds, these ones, and I made this come out. This has our beautiful Raina Leanne glitter on it that you can get on our website. I made a round one, And we do sell these molds on our website as well at frazzleflamingo.com. We have the molds, glitters, acrylic blanks, so, and some tools. All right, and I'm going to show you how I made these molds. And I'm going to point you down because there are some things you need to see that you need. And we'll go through the steps. All right, I hope I got you where you can see pretty good. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm going to probably make 2 molds. Let me open this one up. I like the little mermaid tail, and I like the ribbon. Like I said, these are hard. I mean, they are a little flexible, but they're hard. You know, they're hard, and they work. So I'm real excited to share this with you. And I'm going to show you right now what it is we use. Okay, first you're going to need molds, and you're going to need a baking sheet lined with foil, and you're going to need your molds, of course, and then you're going to need this little magic tool. This is called Liquid Sculpey, and this is the clear transparent Liquid Sculpey. You can get this online. I do not carry it yet, but you can buy it online, and this stuff is great. And so you're going to get some of this, and you can get this in other colors. They come in a silver, a gold. They come in other colors. So, you know, but I like the clear because I can mix my glitters and micas with them. So you're going to definitely want to get this. And I do use the bright tone. I do use the bright tone when it's all done to kind of, you know, glossy it up a little more. I mean, it comes out okay, but I like that high shine that the bright tone offers. So you're going to definitely want that. You're going to want some Dixie cups to mix in. You're going to, I need to get some more of Dorinda's liquid mica, her metallics. I have this one. I have this rose. I haven't been able to use it yet. It's beautiful, and I'm hoping maybe I can use it today. We're going to do a little experiment together. And so I'm really excited about this. You're going to need some popsicle sticks, toothpicks. If you have tools, if you have these tools with the little points, or you have these tools here, they come in really handy when you go in to fill in these molds. And I do have these also on our website at frazzleflamingo.com. So, all right. And then you're going to need some glitter. We have some of our glitter here. This is Raina Leanne. And Raina Leanne is a beautiful holographic pink with some iridescent in it. Very gorgeous. And then I want to do a ribbon. Those who know me know I suffer from MS. And so I will say that Crystal Lack and Miss Rhonda has been a lifesaver for me. And they have kept me being creative. So I feel like I have a purpose. So I'm very blessed to know all of them. But I have this wonderful glitter. It's called Backdraft. It is a flash glitter, and I'm gonna try and do me a MS ribbon for myself. All right, and with that, make sure you preheat your oven to 325. You're gonna need it at 325. It says it right on the bottle. 325, and then we'll bake it for about 20-25 minutes. Okay, so make sure we shake this up real good. All right, we're gonna shake it up really, really good. And the first thing I like to do is I do want to, I want to fill some of this in. So I'm gonna start with this one, and I'm just gonna go around a little bit around these edges and put a thin layer inside first. I'm gonna go around all these edges because we're gonna fill in more, but I want to just make sure I'm getting a foundation on this to do once I do my glitters. Now you, in all honesty, you can do this and just shake your glitters in there if you would like. And I might just do that. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take, but I'm going to put my glitter, in this to kind of have a little more control. This is such a beautiful, beautiful, look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna shake my glitter all in here. I'm gonna get it all the way around. And then what I like to do, you can take a toothpick or any of these tools. You know, I like to take this tool. They wipe off really good. Make sure you have some napkins. And I'm just gonna kind of poke them down in a little bit. I'm gonna go along, make sure I'm filling in these edges. And we're gonna try and mix it in there. We're gonna go around, make sure you go around all these edges, because we're gonna make sure we're working out any bubbles, any gaps we may have. We're gonna put more in there. We're gonna put more of the Super Sculpey in there. Try and get all that off the top. Okay, I'm going to pour some more in there. And it does have a white, it does show white, but it does dry clear. All right, so let's get that bubble off there. Now we're going to fill it up. We're going to fill up more. We're going to keep putting a little more in there. We're going to go around all these edges and we're going to fill in. We'll fill it up and we're going to put a little more glitter in it too. You can now choose if you want to put a different color glitter, whatever you want to do. You can swirl in some of your micas. Maybe I think that's what I want to do. Let me take a little bit of my mica. Matter of fact, I'm going to use my little mica spoon and I'm going to grab a little bit of this and I'm going to drizzle around. I may need to get my popsicle stick. I'm going to just drizzle it in there and then I'm going to use a toothpick to spread it around more. I hope y'all are seeing this. And it doesn't take a whole lot. This stuff is very concentrated. So just getting it dripped in there. Wipe that off right away. All right. Let me put my lid on. Knowing me, I'll dump this precious stuff. All right, and I'm gonna just pull that around in here. Let's see if we can't get that in there. We'll see how that turns out. I haven't used that in here yet, but I think it's going to be beautiful. We're just going to move it around. Oh, I think that's going to be pretty. All right. And what I'm going to do is I am going to put a little more because I do want it thicker. We'll fill up a little more around the edges. There we go. Now you can add other things in here if you want. You can add some dye. I would use the Bombay inks if you're going to do that. And I'm going to take a little bit more of this glitter and we're going to put it on the top. Whoops, got carried away there. That's all right. We'll work it in. Yeah, kind of got a little bit much on that. But this will bake clear. So I'm curious how this mic is going to turn out. I think it's going to be really pretty. All right, so we got this one done. This one is done. I'm going to just kind of I try and clean up the edges a little bit just to make sure I don't have a whole lot on my edges. Just kind of wipe them up. And then when you're done with this, you're going to take this very carefully and you're going to stick it in your baking dish. Now this one, let's put this up. We're going to do this one. Let's see. I I don't think I'm going to use Raina Leanne. I think I'm going to use our Mother of Dragons. This is a very beautiful color shift glitter. So we're going to put a little bit of that in this. And I'm going to do this one, I think, the same way, because I think that worked out really great. I think it worked out a lot easier than trying to spoon it in. I've done that before. I think this works really good. So you just squirt it in there. Go all around the edges to make sure you're filling that in. And any bubbles you might see at this point, just take a toothpick and swipe it, and it should be gone. Now we're gonna, you know what? I think I'm gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna drizzle some more of this in. I'm gonna use a popsicle stick, and maybe it'll drizzle a little bit better. Oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna swirl this in first, I think, and then we'll put some more of that. Oh yeah, scrape off that extra. We don't want to waste it. No. All right. There we go. Now we're going to take our toothpick and just kind of swirl it around, make a beautiful design with it. I hope you can see that. It's kind of gorgeous. Oh, that's pretty. Can you see it? Isn't that pretty? All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and, we're going to just lightly tap the glitter on in there. Well, I don't lightly tap. I think you're learning that already. I kind of heavy-handed tap. But we're going to put that in there. We're just going to kind of mix some down to the bottom. Make sure we get our edges all clear. And what I'm going to do, oh, that's pretty. That's pretty with that mica and pulling that glitter through. And now we're just going to, I'm going to put a little bit of glitter here on this end of this tail. Okay, we're just going to kind of work that around. All right, now what we want to do is we now want to fill up. We want to fill up, put some more over the top of that. That way it's all inside. It's gorgeous. We're just going to fill this up a little bit. We're going to make sure our mold is full. We don't want to overflow it, but we do want it full. And then you're going to take your toothpick again, and let's run this through here, making sure we have no bubbles. And at this point you can put more glitter, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I love glitter. I don't know a tumbler person who does not love glitter. We're just going to sprinkle just some on the top like that. I'm going to take this and clean off our edges. We're just going to kind of clean that off just a little bit so we don't have a lot of glitter on those edges, and it'll be a cleaner edge when they're done baking. All right, I think we're pretty much there. I just want to work this in, just go around everything. Make sure we got all the bubbles out. All right. Okay, now at this point, I try and shake it down just a little, just kind of a little bit. It kind of brings out any bubbles. I didn't do that with the other one, but I think we're okay. Now I got them in there, and now I have my oven preheated. So we're going to go to the kitchen. We're going to take it into my kitchen, and I'll see you there. Okay, here we are. We're at the oven. You set it for 325, and we are going to put it in our oven at 325. Carefully, we don't want it to spill out. 325 for 20 to 25 minutes. We'll see you then. Okay, y'all, it's been 25 minutes. Now I'm going to take it out of the oven. And you can smell, it has like a, I don't know, plastic smell. And that's normal. And we're going to set them up top. We're going to set them up there, and they got to cool. So we got to let them cool, and then I'll be back. Hello, everybody. Okay, we're back. Boy, that's jiggly, isn't it? We're back, and we finished baking our molds. And I'm going to point you down, and we'll show you where we're at. All right. There we go. Okay. I put it on this little, I found these little basket things at the Dollar Tree, and they're great for acrylic blanks. I need to point you up just a little more. There we go. Acrylic blanks and for these molds. The one thing, they're cooled off now. It's been about 35 minutes. The one thing I noticed is that the mica, the liquid mica, didn't really heat up so well. It kind of bubbled to the top. So I'll probably, well, once I put the BT on it, but we're going to take them out of the molds and we're going to see how they turned out. Now this is, I kind of pull them a little bit like this to kind of loosen them up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then you just snap them out, and there you have it. You have a mold. It's really flexible. And what I do is I will put a few coats of the BT on them. Number one, I think it helps protect it. And two, I think it will, it brings it, makes it even more shiny. All right, now we're gonna do this one. Let me pull a little bit. Oh, yep, it's already coming out. Okay, there we have it. It came out, and look at that. It came out. I just gotta clean up some of these edges. You'll have to kind of clean up a little bit. And it's as easy as you can sand them. You can pull off the little bits and fix it, but I think it turned out really good. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start on the back side, and I'm going to move these out of the way. And remember, these molds you can find on frazzleflamingo.com along with the glitter. We used Mother Dragon on the one, and we used Backdraft. It is a flash orange on the MS ribbon, and I think it turned out pretty. And then what we used was the Liquid Sculpey clear transparent, and they do have other colors, and we can get them online. You can get them, I believe I found these ones at walmart.com. Be careful, there are some places that do charge a hefty shipping, so, but walmart.com is where I got them. And we also were able to do this with BT and glitter, and we have them kits. And I've done a circle. This is with the Liquid Sculpey. I've done this one. This is with the Liquid Sculpey. And all these buttons are with Liquid Sculpey. And you can do pop sockets. We do have pop sockets also on our website, but you can do pop sockets with the BT and glitter. So there's so much you can do, and I'm experimenting more and more, trying to find more things we can do. So, you know, now is what I do is I take the BT, I drizzle it around a little bit, put little drops, and then I use my little tool. I do not have these, but if you don't have this tool, you can use a popsicle stick. You can use a gloved finger. I don't like to touch anything with my skin if it's any kind of chemicals, any kind. I don't care how safe they say it is. With me having multiple autoimmune diseases, one of which is MS, we have skin sensitivities to things that most people would not. Oh, I would say that the liquid mica, no, not in this. I don't think it heats up very well. But it is beautiful, and it would be perfect on a cup mixed with some BT and than drizzled on your tumbler. I think it would be fantastic for that. But these are molds. These are molds that everyone's been asking to do, and I do like putting my BT on any finished mold I've done, because I think it gives it, number one, it gives it a very high shine, and two, I think it gives it added protection. I think it hardens it a little more. And it, even though this is flexible, the BT stays on, it doesn't go anywhere, it's just perfect. So that's all I do, and there you have it. And then this will sit and dry for, I'd say, at least 3 hours, and then I'll be able to turn it over and do the other side and let it dry for 3 hours, and then it will have that shine. But I hope this has inspired you to continue being your wonderfully creative self. And if you're out and about, please check us out on Frazzled Flamingo, the Frazzled Flamingo Tumbling and Crafting. And with that said, I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a happy Mother's Day. Happy Frazzled Friday.